Heck winding up, gets her own rebound, the pop over the top, and Riley Heck with the balance act, and Carolina's on the board.
That was all it took. University of North Carolina's field hockey team last night beat Duke 2-0, secured their 7th straight ACC championship. The latest title coming under the watchful eye of rookie coach and former captain Erin Matson. She may not be North Carolina's best-known athlete, with the likes of Michael Jordan and Mia Hamm, but Erin Matson is one of its most decorated. At 16, she became the youngest player ever named to the U.S. women's national field hockey team. As a Tar Heel, she was a 4-time national champ, 3-time National Player of the Year, and left as the NCAA leader in points scored. But there's more. This past January, at 22, she was named the new head coach at her alma mater, one of the top programs in the nation. Next week, the newly crowned ACC championship team will take its final steps in defending its national title. Not bad for the youngest head coach in D1 sports, who we caught up with just as the season started.
Always be ready, Plume. Want it back.
For Erin Matson, field hockey season at North Carolina started a bit differently this year.
Who's helping? Who's joining?
Following 5 years of leading the team on the field, she stepped up to lead the Tar Heels dynasty from the sidelines. As head coach, is it different?
Yes, definitely. You know, you can sit and have the conversations and plan for it. You know, what's gonna feel different, be different, what's gonna look different, you know, and then it happens. And it's still completely full of surprises, but in a great way. North Carolina is sacred to Erin, her second home, thanks in part to her mentor and predecessor, Karen Shelton, who retired after 42 seasons and a NCAA record 10 national championships. Do you feel that it's daunting to have to follow in those footsteps? I've gotten that question, like, do you feel the pressure? And it's like, of course I do, but yeah. I love it. Whether it's a national championship game or taking over the program from someone who has done it better than anybody, you know, I just have that mindset. And it's like, yeah, let's bring it on. Like, let's go. Playing field hockey since she was 6, Erin says she always envisioned a future in the sport. I remember sitting in my bed and being like, Dad, I want to play in the Olympics one day. And I think my dad at first was like, what is my 9-year-old daughter saying right now? But he also understood. When you talk about being 9 and thinking about that, I guess at what age did you know you weren't just good at this sport, that you were elite? I really never thought like that. I knew I had the confidence in myself that if I worked harder and I prepared more than others, that I could do anything. She credits her parents for laying that foundation for her success, a standout from the start of her collegiate playing days at Powerhouse, North Carolina.
First to the top of the circle, Matson with a sweep shot, Matson with a goal.
Here's Matson with the delay, with the strike, and with the goal.
Erin Matson against Edie Goshen, and Matson has the goal.
A 3-year captain, she'd graduate as the most decorated field hockey player in school history. 51 days later, the program was hers. Could you have imagined that when you graduated, that you would then take over the program? Oh my gosh, no, not at all. I tell people all the time, I had the goal coming into Carolina, coming into college, of making some friends, having a great college experience, getting an awesome education, and winning 1 national championship. And you've won how many? Exactly, 4. I was a part of 4 national championship teams, 3 of which were undefeated. And yes, now I get to, you know, be here every day and have an impact. And now, yes, I'm responsible for the future of these student athletes.
And the Carolina Tar Heels have completed the undefeated season.
Some who last season were Erin's teammates, like team captain Romeo Ricardo, who's shared a field with Erin on and off since they were kids.
Something that we always said was Erin would do a great job coaching us on the field.
Well, there you go. And now that she is,
we still have a part of her that's still bringing her edge into the game. It's just from a different position. Yeah. And that position's our coach now. She's able to help us so much differently in a way where on the field sometimes she had to do her job and then she was trying to help people, where now her job is to literally help us.
A natural transition, but not without some adjustments, including some unique to Erin in her rookie role. You played with people and now you're their coach.
Yeah, I am a big believer in those little things add up. Little things with like getting a new cell phone so the team doesn't feel weird when their last text to me was one thing and now they're asking another thing.
So you knew the relationship had to change somewhat.
100%. Yeah, there are new boundaries. I'm not going to shy away from the sense that this is unique, but my biggest thing to them was we don't need to make this weird. We don't need to overcomplicate it. And I try to explain it to people and they're always like, where's the drama in this? And there's not. And I think this group just, their attitude with it, you know, their support from the start with just, let's do this. Let's do something that's never been done before.
And that's allowed Erin to learn all that encompasses being a head coach.
Good, Rye.
It's a job she admits she didn't think about when dreaming of Olympic glory as a kid, but one she's put those Olympic dreams on hold for in order to try.
It took a lot of thought, but it was just kind of a feeling that I knew that this was what was right for me at the time. And I've, you know, joked if the stars align and the rainbow happens and there's a unicorn jumping towards, hey, go play in the 2028, you know, Olympics, sure.
But for now, Erin's singularly focused on her Tar Heels team.
Being able to interact with them every day and see them buy into it and see them excel in the classroom and on the field and in the community, it's just, it's crazy. I still have to pinch myself sometimes, and I'm really grateful for them.
Setting the bar just as high for her players as she did for her teammates and herself.
I'm thinking you came in here as a student athlete saying one national championship. As a coach?
I mean, we'll see. I mean, 10 would be pretty great, but...
Then what are they going to do? They're going to have to co-name the field if you do that.
No. But we will see. Yeah, we'll start with one would be nice.
She's amazing. One of my favorite things she told me, too, I mentioned the cell phone. She had to change that number. But they wanted to know, what do we call you now?
Oh,
do we call you Coach? Do we call you Erin? She wanted it to be real. She's like, if you call me Erin, you call me Erin. But the new recruits coming in, they'll call her Coach. Coach Erin.
I like her so much. But when I see people like that, I want to know what makes a good leader. And what was it that she was built with that gave her like these great leadership skills?
I think some of the work ethic. She talked about it.
You described her as an old soul.
Right, don't you think?
Right?
Just
Yeah,
listening to
she
her,
is,
there's something in her.
And,
like that's just...
Yeah, she's got
I mean that in the best way.
Yes, oh yeah, completely.
Yeah. And she's got great swag. Love what she was wearing.